Hey YouTube! Sorry for the weird intro. I'm in a weird mood, and that's a good thing, because that makes gameplay a little bit more interesting. We are playing Strange Horticulture, and I should not forget to enable the game audio. I did touch the opening of this game before, but I haven't actually read it. So, let's read it together for the first time. The streets of Undermar are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out to the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely exchange unpleasantries. Interesting. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermar that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Starlight says, "Hi YouTube. Recently the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. It was bequeathed to me. There's much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all." This game features small text. If you're having difficulty reading, you can hold Shift to zoom in. Ah! Oh, that is so cool. You can navigate the shelves. Okay. I found it. An excerpt on the elusive Wandering View. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the Gilded Dendra that might be of interest. Simone. Yes, give Hellebore a good scratch behind the ear from me. Okay. I have no idea how to play this game. Let's explore. I have neither the time nor the inclination. You can water your plants using the watering can to earn will to explore. I'm sorry, what watering can? Oh. Here we go. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices, too faintly to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. Have you gone and taken a look? The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. Okay, and this is where we have to actually go and take a look. St. John's Poppy, which is probably this one. Are there any other flowers that look like that? The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbibers' hearing ability. The flowers of St. John's Poppy are bright red with a yellow center. Oh, that would be this then. Oh, you can examine them with right click. Okay, that doesn't help me much. Has a sweet scent like strawberry dipped in honey. Sure, here you go. Plant identified rewards book entry. I'll collect a book entry, I guess. According to legend, Clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. I see. So we have more stuff in here. Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. We have an archive. There's nothing in the archive. We have labels. Okay, interesting. What's this? It's a map. It's a giant map. So here's Undermer, which we read about earlier. Grasmer, Kentmer. Oh wow. I feel like these are all places we'll be able to go to. Egremont Castle. That sounds like a dangerous place. Now whether or not that actually will be the case, I have no idea. This feels like it's a puzzle element. No clue for this. I want to pet the cat. Nice cat. Drag a plant here to take a closer look at it. Ah. It smells of nothing that I can detect. Oh, right click does the same thing. The smell is faintly off-putting, but not overpowering. It smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Interesting. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Okay, so now we are able to travel some. I don't think we should, not yet. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants though, eh? Collect the letter. You actually have to click everything. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower. The tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermer soon. Warmest regards, Amos Dunk. I don't know if that's a hint or something else. What is this? Are you a clue? No, you're a lesser, okay. Okay, sure. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. We're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around, down through Backbound. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I've brought Fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Oh, what's the lemon dandy? Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medical uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is most associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Could be that. What else do I have? Might be this. Blue flowers, light, airy scent. Curled leaves. Would you say this is curled? I mean, maybe. It's either this or this one. This one does seem to match better. Oh, you know, the curled leaves. I see. Okay, I must have not been looking right. Here you go. Plant identified. Reward, plant. Okay. Pale yellow flowers, the leaves are quite soft. This game is extremely relaxing, isn't it? My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. Well, we open the big book and look for the forest camphor. The strong smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful sulfuric effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. The camphor produces a beautiful rounded dark blue cluster made of many small flowers. Sounds like this. Dark blue. The bulb is a soft yellow, the leaves are waxy. Sure seems to be that. Plant identified. Rewards, book entry. Butterdale. Often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries. Wait, I missed that. I was reading here, I wasn't reading up here. What did it say? Something about labels. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Forest camphor. What else did I identify so far? I identified St. John's poppy, which was... Well, did I give it away, or is it this one? Bright red. It was this one, yeah, okay. Yellow. St. John's poppy. Let's be organized, right? It said I should probably be adding labels to these plants. Okay, so it's a good thing that I decided to do that. Lemon dandy. It's the one I just... No. It's not the one I just did. It's this one. Right, nice and organized. I have no idea what happened there. But any wandering pew? That always reminds me of... Oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the wanderer. Wandering pew? I don't have an entry for Wandering Pew in my plant book yet. Simone mentioned something about it in her notes. I should visit the library in Ambleside. Okay, so I can just find Ambleside. Right here. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. We literally just go to a completely different town while this customer is waiting in our shop. This must have taken days. Geodendra, do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma. A sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. And the Wandering Pew. so called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. It can move in the dark. The gills under the underside of its mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They're also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Finger's Bane. I see. I don't know what this is about. Like I said, it feels like a puzzle element. Wandering View. A mushroom. Can move slowly in the dark, has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. What color do you have? It's very much a puzzle game. I figured as much, yeah. Yeah, that's probably just mold. I have no idea what a view is supposed to look like. I know the bottom of it. Huh. Red walls protrude from the caps. So it's probably not that. The undersides are somewhat sharp. Okay, so not that then. It is a mushroom. It's a fungus. Oh, here's my watering can. Do I water this? Okay, that did something. I watered it. Now what did that do? Quite hard and sharp. The undersides are somewhat sharp. That doesn't say it's flowing. The Wanderer. Where would it be? An excerpt on the elusive Wandering View. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the Gildodendra. Is this also about the... No. This is about some other plants. Dangerous plant grows sparsely on the hills to the northeast of Backpack. Keep a secret. Okay, so this letter is not particularly useful, is it? Because I've already been here. Okay. That didn't work. An excerpt on the elusive Wandering View. But it isn't said that the Wandering View is dangerous. It just says it can move slowly in the dark. Girls on the other side of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. Finger's Bane. It doesn't say anything about red wards. I don't think it would be that. Organize the inventory. Got any wandering view? Always reminds me of the old hermit inventor, the wanderer. I can water plants, okay. That is an interesting mechanic. So where would I find the wanderer? I'll just go to Undermore. No, this is literally the thing that it said at the start. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here now. I don't have enough. I don't feel like I've got enough hints on where to find this thing. And it doesn't seem like I have it here. Which means it must be out there in the world somewhere. There's a hint button, yes, I am well aware. But I see it as a last resort more than anything. Where would you expect such a thing to be? There's a stone circle I can visit. Fairfield Peak. I'll go to the stone circle. The circle of ancient rhyolite borders has been a site of ritual importance for hundreds of years. A lone pillar of red sandstone stands off to one side. So it's not that. It's fine. Does it matter how long I water these plants for? Probably not, right? Because there's nothing telling me how much I've watered it already. I'll just go and take care of it. The will to explore also slowly increases on its own. Do I have anything that says the Wanderer? No, I don't, but I have this letter. Gosforth. In the northeast corner of the woods, I sat and stared at a bright flower and tears flowed down my face. Master, there is no backseating, so you'll have to just wait for it. I should not have come here. A darkness hangs over this town like an executioner's blade. I feel rising dread in my chest. Oh, interesting. I will take your advice on having to explore, but I don't have any hints, any information right now on where to explore. I know something about a wanderer, but that doesn't really mean much. So I'm just going to visit a couple of these cities, towns, places. I now know not to visit Gosforth. Dreadful place, clearly. This is where we are right now, where the shop's located. Where would this plant be? Okay, it's not there. I already confirmed that. Dungeon Gill, Grasmere. Maybe? I passed through the idyllic village of Grasmere with its quaint stone cottages daubed in ivy, no doubt occupied by a fancy poet, or an artist perhaps. As people pass by, they smile and wave while children play carelessly on the open green. It's a far cry from the congested dank streets of Undermore. Perhaps I should move my shop here. I fear that you would not do as much business then. It does sound like a nicer place. Given a description of Undermore. What would be the next logical place to look for? Wandering View. Let me look it up again. There has to be a hint on where to find it. Bullion Vagus. It can move slowly in the dark, but it doesn't mean that it would grow in a cave per se. Winterboard. Also not something I would be looking for. I should see if there is a place called Bullion or something. What do we have? On-site, Kirk Tower, Havrik, Bootler, and more. Tabai, or Tibay. I don't see anything that I would say should be it. A swing side here could be of interest. But I have no information on where it grows. Just that it can move in the dark. Fine, I'll visit Rydal Cave. A large dark pool sits in the belly of the cavernous opening of Rydal Cave, as a presses shudder at the thought of the monsters that could lurk beneath its serene surface. Nodded clearly. Okay, yeah, I'll use that hint button because I have absolutely no clue if I have any information at all. Also not sure what happens if my rising dread increases too much. Day 1, Friday. Oh, so that is a day system. Wandering View, I'm sure I have some of that around here. Are you kidding me? What's this? Those are berries, yes, of course. Okay, fine, it's this then. I would have expected it to mention the red dots on top, but I guess not. Lady of Summer. Sure. What's it called? The Wandering View. Oh, poor cat. So scared. It has sharp edges, yes, but it's like one aspect out of a bunch. And a book on plants I would expect to be fairly descriptive. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Row H, the Third River. You want to have all info? Well, that's just on a book then, isn't it? Blame the book. can drag items from here onto your desk. Yes, I've been doing that all this time. Thanks, though. Is it all garbage? Bring me a sample of Apis demissus. Be quick about it. That damn cat is sending off my allergies. You shouldn't have an animal like this in the shop at all. Sorry, what's the name? Apis demissus. I don't have anything on that. Do I? No. No, I don't. We'll visit the library again. Perhaps we can get some new information. Blame your uncle who only took down those basic notes. Yeah, fair. Apis demissus. I don't know what that is. I've only known him for 20 seconds, but I already don't like Mr. Burbage. You finished this game. You got an ending. How many endings does the game have, anyway? Or is it just one ending? Because it's a puzzle game and it's possibly quite linear. It's one more plant. Apis demissus, you say? Where am I going to find information on that? This is useless. Oh, is this my information? The third river. Does kind of look like that, doesn't it? Is there something else here that also looks like that? Clearly the end of the thing. Row H. I mean, this is row H. There are no destinations on row H. Nothing here. I'm trying to be part of stream. Oh yeah, that's fair. Whatever happened to not feeling well, not being chatty? I mean, I appreciate it, of course I do. Let it be obvious, if it wasn't already. It's an interesting game. Too engaging game. Oh, I know that feeling. We're already half an hour in and I haven't really made much progress yet anyway. Not that I really care about making progress per se. The Wandering Pew did move, yeah, you're right. Row H. The third river. 1, 2. This one then. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. New plant acquired. Okay, so is this the Apis demissus? My fingers ache from handling this plant. Interesting. Where's my book gone? It's behind the map, okay. The plants seem so magical of how they sway and move. Yeah, it's a common thing. Lady of Summer. Does not say it's called Apis. Oh, you know what? It's candy root. That's what it is. A plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as rough leaves can be inheritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Let's see. Candy roots. Here you go, sir. That wasn't the right plant? Really? Apis the Missus, Gandhi root. I guess you are not Gandhi root then? What else do I have? This one. The leaves are coarse to the touch. Oh, okay. The rough leaves. Sure. Let's call it that Gandhi root then. Does it matter when you make a mistake? Plant identified. Good job, me. Meek dew. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this sought after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. That does not sound pleasant. Oh, I see. Character info. Lake Undermoor is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. There's an old slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Ah, I see. So we will take a look, right? And I'll grab this letter. Gosforth is a hateful town. But you began your recovery in the woods to the south of the town. And on the northeast corner of those woods is a beautiful flower. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamour of Undermoor. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. I'm starting to get it. Although it's a shame that my rising dread is not decreasing from this trip. But so be the game, I guess. At least it's not as tricky as Voices of the Void. I love seeing you figure it out. Well, all it took were 2 letters. Because it's like, oh yeah, you get 1 letter, you might ignore it. Sure, you might overlook it. You get a second one that also says you might be interested in this flower. You quickly learn to look into that. It's what I do at work as well. Looking into things. Not always because it's fun, but always because it's a good idea. Okay, Hard Knot. Let's take a look. Where is that? The mines at Hard Knot. Which is not there. Here we go. And then where are the mines here? Probably just in there. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. It's locked. It was many years ago I played this. Maybe. We are looking for Clavilium, which looks to be just a couple of leaves. Like this, perhaps. Smooth, waxy leaves. According to legend, Clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. looks more like this. The flowers are made up of many smaller blue flowers. They smell pleasant. Anything else that looks like heart-shaped leaves? And the difference between leaves and petals is important in this game, and is not important in my mind. I'll try this one. Clavilium. Roger. Okay, we got another entry. Good. Clavilium. There we go. We close the book. We have... The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I am rewarded with a bunch of different plants. Yeah, it's fungi! I already am having a much better time because of all these fungi. It smells rotten. It seems to give off a small amount of light. Really? A viscous white liquid can be seen oozing from its Oh, that doesn't sound nice at all. Hello, Reuben Ward. Can I look at your bios? Works with the police on murder cases. He is a kind, good-humoured man, but beneath the mask he is deeply sad. Hang on, conversation's ongoing. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest, investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot, and they are not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Ada, or whatever they call her, she's dead. Instincts is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over. What is fox button? Oh yeah, I have that. It's this one. An offering of fox button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. That would be this. Hand it over. Verify. That wasn't fox button. But it looks like it would be. What else do we have? This. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Would you call this thick? Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stem. Yeah. But so does this one. And the only thing I have is thick, shiny leaves. Fine, we'll try this one. Oh, okay, that wasn't it. A shiver travels down my spine. My mind is broken. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh no. Oh no, I don't like this. I did not pay attention at all. It was just a single line. Okay, I'm pretty sure these two would fit. Question is, why doesn't this? Perhaps this one does. Yeah, that looks much better anyway. Oh no. I can keep saying it, but it keeps holding true. Oh no. Oh no. What am I supposed to do? I feel like this fits here. Or... yeah, okay, that's correct. It's hard to tell sometimes where it actually is meant to go. Feels like. Alright, well, we've got half of it done. Now I can pull these out again. That's cute. Okay, one more with a double line. And then it's time to finish it up. At least it helpfully links together correctly placed pieces. Yeah, I don't think this puzzle would be possible otherwise. Does it also do that out here? Doesn't look like it. Only within the circle. That's unfortunate, but fair. I feel revived. My mind is whole again. Recover from the rising dead. Okay. Just put the broken pieces of your mind together by hand. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Did I... No, I did not. Am I missing plants? Oh, they're just disorganized. Okay, that's fine. Could it have been this one? Fox button. The only thing I know about Fox button is that it's considered a contract of friendship, okay? And thick shiny leaves go in opposing pairs. These look a lot more like the curved edges described in here. These are all pointy. I'll say it's this. And finally, I'm correct. The labeling and organizing part of this game also feels relaxing to me. Ah, I'm happy to hear that. So this is Fox button. Does it matter labeling these? Like, does that have any influence on the game? I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's puppy. There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievance. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. Harlequin blue. I have an entry for that. Looks very recognizable. And when a bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy peppers which assist in wind dispersal. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burnt as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of the dead, souls trapped within the plant. An interesting shape. Clearly not a mushroom, not one of the labeled ones. What is left? It's a difficult one. Lady of Summer would be one of these two. Or perhaps this one. I don't have any other hanging ones. What looks like this? That is a very good question. Perhaps this one. When the flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy peppers. It could be this. No, it doesn't look at all like that. I still don't know what this means. It grows sparsely in the hills of the At the northeast of Backbend. Where's Backbend? At the northeast. There are more important things I could be doing back at the shop. Okay. Sure. Worth a try, I'd say. You want an answer? I feel like that would be a spoiler then, huh? In that case, no. I suppose not. What looks like this? That I haven't already looked at. Perhaps it's something that I don't have yet. I've just realigned towards not immediately answering your questions. Well, if it's a spoiler, then be wary, I suppose. If it's not a spoiler, it shouldn't matter much, right? Unless it's an indirect spoiler, which would be complicated to identify. I have no idea what I'm looking for. Goes out, goes back in. It might be this. It doesn't look like it would be, but I don't see anything else that would even compare. This is Lemon Dandy, so Harlequin Blue. It is blue. Katumi! Hello, welcome back. It has been forever. You have arrived indeed. We are doing a very relaxing stream today. Just looking at plants, identifying them based on customer needs. Again, very relaxing stuff. How have you been? You may have heard the rumors that Ada is dead. May Adwina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. A sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we may require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. The wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal garden so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidence, but the practice fell out of favor. I have been told there is not much background hum anymore. But that might be situational. I don't know. Is it still there? Let me know. If you can tell. I'm not going to try to fix it now. I honestly just wouldn't have the time. A background hum, like a buzzing noise, kinda. Looks like probably this. Oh no! If it's still there, that isn't good. Yeah, I won't be able to fix it right now. I would have to really go into it. There's a beep at 1 kHz, 2 kHz, and 3 kHz. Shows up on spectrogram. I have no idea what that means. I mean, I know what a spectrogram is. I don't know what it means that it shows up like that. That's just weird. Could be a setting. I don't know. But I already identified this. Why would I look at that? Bought a new phone and picking it up tomorrow. Oh, nice. Congratulations. What model did you get? If you are willing to share that. Giant leaves. Yeah, no, I know that. I just have no idea how to fix that. It's extremely peculiar. It is pointy like this. Could also be this. This feels more like it. The veined leaves have a waxy finish. Let's go with that. The nothing phone. Well, that isn't very much then, is it? Maybe there's EQ options in OBS. I don't think there are. No, right. Let me label this. Mary's Brap. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore, across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Odvina. You got nothing here, but why does everyone say like, oh yeah, I have nothing? We have somewhere to go. Grisdale Forest. A mile from the lake shore across from Torver. So, here? A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door, along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There's not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair. All as black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asked my escort. I set to work. The brand is nothing. No, I know. I'm just joking. I'm just going along with it. Was it called Ren? The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons and so can be used to detect them. But has no flower, it is said to... That would be this one then. To smell unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. It is a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Whatever that means. There's also this one, but it doesn't look at all similar. What else do I have? Well, it doesn't have leaves. No, it doesn't have flowers, my bad. It might be this. Sure, looks very similar. Use plants. Identify 10 plants. Hey, that's great. We unlocked another new entry. And we'll label that with... Everything is labeled yellow because I have no idea why I would use a different color. Like I have no reason to. I extract a sample of the Arda's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing, Geodendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. I'm correct, that was... I'm surprised that was correct. The shapes of the leaves in the book drawing were so straight. Well... It is kinda straight here as well, if you look a bit more in the middle. I agree that the outer ones are crooked. No better way of putting it than that. It has a check mark, basically meaning it's done. Grow sparsely in the hills northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. Backbarrow. Northeast in the hills. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a grey morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloud of unwelcome shade. Got another plant. Whatever this would be. Keep it secret, but just sharing on stream. Yeah, well. That's not my problem. Does this have affiliate or is Twitch bugging? I am not affiliate now. I'm this close to reporting you, Halfwit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. Oh no, I need to think carefully about which plant to use here. My actions could have consequences. I don't like this. So that's done, that's done. What am I supposed to do with this? That's a mystery. Let's see. It's either a Butterdale. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draught made using leaves from the Brimlock plant. Wait, that's not the page I'm looking for. Often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. And the meek dew is the beautiful flowers made of many smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant, but it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. The last plant you gave me has my skin itch furiously. Apis demissus, which was Gandyroot. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Meek dew, a decorative plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. While Butterdale, often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. Give him some deadly poison and you won't have to worry about Mr. Burbage anymore. Oh, I honestly sometimes do like to pick chaotic options. Okay, so here we have a flower with 4-inch petals. Like this. This is probably meek dew. So comparing that to Butterdale, the leaves are very different. What would be the Butterdale? Perhaps hue. I'll make my guess. Butterdale. Good night, Katumi. Honestly, I'm happy to see you drop by every once in a while. It's nice. You've been here from the very start, basically, so keep it up. And who knows what's in store in the future, right? Can't wait for me to get affiliate. I don't know if I'll even be able to get there. My streams are fun for me and a select few people, but I don't see myself growing to the amount of subscribers that it takes. 51 followers, huh, okay. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. So we are supposed to find a book now? North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, south of Krinklecranks. Sure. Where is Hawkshead? Right here. North of Hawkshead, south of Krinklecranks, which is here, so it's on row E, east of Lowick. Was Lowick. Lowick is all the way down here, okay, and west of Rustland, which I would expect somewhere in this column. Oh yeah, here. Right there. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arms and points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. How nice! You can drag items in from the desk. Yes, I already know that. New plants acquired. Wonderful. I just want to get a founder's badge. I don't know what a founder's badge is, so I wouldn't be able to answer that. Is it first 10 followers or subs? Probably subs then. Because I've never heard of it. And I don't think I have a badge. Oh. Interesting. It needs to be upside down. Okay. Then what? I don't have a hint or a number for this. Interesting. Well, I'm over time. We have quite a bunch of labels here. I would move them all, but it seems to me that some of the plants keep on moving on their own. Not much we can really do about that, I'm afraid. I will be back next week playing this game again because it's so goddamn good. It's fun. And it makes me feel smart, because I feel like I'm going through the puzzles rather quickly. Except for this one. But I feel like I just simply don't have enough hints for that. Unless I'm missing something, but I don't know. I will never know. At least not the way things are now. It does feel like some parts of the UI are interactable. I don't know. We'll have to see how things proceed next week. For the people on YouTube, this was part of a live stream. Thank you for making it this far, by the way. Every Tuesday at 6 PM London time, I stream at twitch.tv/crabstreams. I might switch over to YouTube at some point in the near future. I have not fully settled on that yet, because it's a big decision to make, right? And I'm also not entirely sure if I want to be involved with YouTube even more. It's a harsh market, but Twitch is as well, of course. I will be back next week, but also tomorrow for the next video that I played during today's live stream to December 2025. I hope to see you next video, and if you have time, join the next stream as well. Have a good time. Bye bye.